Hi, I'm Mo and I'm trapped in Fallout. Today I'm going to show you how to get your hands on the Backwater Rifle, a unique rifle that you can get in the Point Lookout DLC in Fallout 3. To get this rifle, we will first need to start our journey at the Homestead Motel. The Homestead Motel is directly north of the Point Lookout Pier. Once at the motel, go ahead inside room 1D. Once inside, make your way to the back of the room and look inside the tank above the toilet, and you will find a pair of chromatic spectacles. Once you've grabbed them, go ahead and read the terminal and select the first option and then simply leave. And you will now start the Velvet Curtain quest. We will now need to exit the room and go and find a key that is locked away in a safe. So to do this, simply exit the room. The safe we need to go to is located very close to the House of Wares. The House of Wares is directly southeast of the Homestead Motel. So from here, if you look to your west and then follow through to the south, and again sort of follow the pier all the way around, eventually we will see a number of lockers. We will need to open these lockers using the terminal quest that we got. So if you now open the locker, you will find inside a spy audio password. Go ahead and take this. Now that we have this spy audio, we will need to make our way to the bank and actually use it as a voice activated switch. To do this, effectively go back, so retrace your steps. And as you do, this time we're going to keep on continuing to go north, and as we do, we will come to the entrance of the bank. So the bank is located pretty much on our right, so when you're able to, just go ahead and go inside the bank. Once inside the bank, what you want to do is look south and go through this gated door. And when in front of this intercom here, go ahead and play that audio track that we got from the lockers.
Go to the bank and use the password.
And this should then open the safe locker over here. So go ahead and take this holotape and then play it.
Agent Zhang, as you know,
After playing the holotape, you will be asked to go and find some photographic proof of what the person looked like. Now, fortunately for us, there are a number of dotted posters all over the town. However, there is actually one inside the bank. If you make your way towards the entrance, you will see a poster to the right of the door. Simply go ahead and select the poster, and you now have the information that you need. From here, we will now need to exit the bank. Now that we have exited the bank, we will need to make our way to the recruitment center, which is on the same road. It is in fact directly east of the bank. So go ahead and go inside the Naval Recruiting Center. And once inside, we will need to make our way into this room over here on the left hand side. Go ahead and access the terminal and select the first option. And this will now direct you and ask you to go to the detention camp. Exit the recruitment center, and we will now need to make our way into the detention camp. The detention camp is located on the very north side of the map. It is in fact on the very northern line of the map, right in the center, called the Turtle Doe Detention Camp. Once you make it here, go ahead and open the gate. And what you want to do is go into the basement that is located on the left hand side. Now do note that this place will be filled with sentry bots and ghoul, so you will need to be prepared. Once you've done that, go ahead and enter this basement over here. Once you enter the basement, just go down north, and on your left you will see a number of remain lockers. Go ahead and open the one that's located at the very bottom left. And as you do, you will be given the option to remove some self-destruct codes. With that, we will now need to go and actually find a submarine and destroy the submarine, at which point after that we should be a lot closer to getting our hands on the Backwater Rifle. So go ahead and exit the basement. We will need to use the destruct code in the sub recovery site. The sub-recovery site is located directly west of the Point Lookout Lighthouse. It is also located directly southeast of the Point Lookout Pier. Once you actually make your way to here, just simply swim out and you should see a boat that's been destroyed. The submarine will be located directly underneath that boat. So to make it easier, go as close as you can to the boat, but the moment you discover the site, just go down like we have now and you should see the submarine. Go ahead and go inside the hatch. Now once inside the hatch, if you look to your northwest, you will see a terminal. Access the terminal and go ahead and initiate the self-destruct. And once you've done that, you will need to now go to the other end of the submarine and activate this switch over here, which will start the self-destruct sequence for the submarine. Now, the moment you've done that, you will actually need to exit the submarine rather quickly because there will be a timer and it will explode. So if you're too close, there is a chance you may take too much damage. So once you're far enough, you can observe the destruction if you wish, like so. And with that, the submarine is now destroyed, and we will now need to go back to the motel and access the terminal. Once you make it back to the Homestead Motel, again go into room 1D. Once inside the room, go ahead and access the terminal and select the last option to extract the details. And the moment you do that, you will be instructed to go and use the cryptochromatic spectacles that we found during the very beginning of this quest in the spy bunker to access it. Now, if you also look in your notes, you should also have the cryptochromatic sequence, which is 13234442. We will need to use this in a very brief moment. Go ahead and exit the room. You will now need to make your way to the Calvert Mansion. The Calvert Mansion is directly north of the Point Lookout Lighthouse. It is also directly east of the Point Lookout Pier. Once you make it to the mansion, what you want to do is look to your west and you will see the remnants of an old and broken greenhouse. Go ahead and go inside, and once inside, you will see a number of vases that are placed on top of these pedestals. If you look at these vases, they will all more or less look exactly the same. However, if you put on the spectacles, then they should now appear to have some lines. So go ahead and put on the spectacles. Once you do that, you should now see a bunch of lines on each of the vases. What we now need to do is actually click on the vases using the same sequence that we found earlier. So the sequence was as follows: 1, 3, 2, 3, 4, 4, and then 2. And if you've done it correctly, a panel will remove itself and you will be able to access the intelligence bunker. While inside, just follow your way through to the end and you will see a protectron.
This is a
Simply go ahead and select the first option, the passphrase,
clearance.
and with that you will now be allowed to enter. So follow your way down and press this button over here, and as you do that, it will open this door. Go into this room, and the moment you do, if you look to your right, you will see the Backwater Rifle. Now something to note is as soon as you enter the room, the door will automatically close. In order to get out, you will need to read this terminal over here. And with that, if you then go ahead and use the switch behind these planks over here, you will be able to override the controls and be able to exit. Now do note that you will need to have a science skill of 71 in order to do this, but once you have done this, go ahead and close the door again to stop any radiation from coming through. And with that, you should now have the Backwater Rifle. The Backwater Rifle is a unique variant of the lever action rifle. It has a base damage of 45 with a DPS of 33.8. It has a critical multiplier of 5 and can be repaired using normal lever action rifles. One of the great things about the Backwater Rifle is that it has the highest damage per shot of any 10mm based ammo weapons. Also, if you have 10 points in luck, the finesse perk as well as the survival expert perk, then this weapon will have a 90% chance of performing a critical hit with each fired round. From full condition, the Backwater Rifle will break after you have fired 519 rounds. And that's it. This was a rather long but detailed video showing you how to complete the Velvet Curtain quest, where at the end you will be rewarded with the Backwater Rifle, a unique lever action rifle that you can get in the Point Lookout DLC in Fallout 3.